Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Tres Calmos. With me, Get Daved. Is this Gerald's primer? There we go.
Thanks for your help.
There you go. We learned about tactics. Hey! Okay, we'll talk about battalions soon. Gotta track down a few generic students, that's no big deal. Status office, nothing going on there. Anyway, we're all just here to relax together, that's my point of view anyway. This is a charming school for now. Bad things are gonna happen here, it's very Harry Potter-ish. Every once in a while a troll gets in, if you know what I'm saying. But even then, it still has its appeal, right?
I'm so glad to be a student here. If only because I get to use this library. Reading books from all the regions of Fodlan. I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself.
Hey, the man who reads lives 1,000 lives before he dies.
I agree. They're brimming with the knowledge and experience of our ancestors. Ah, Professor. What an honor. I'd like to learn more about you.
Alright, he wants dex and authority. Authority you get by having battalions. It seems like we will have to discuss them sooner or later.
Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume. It's absolute bliss.
Glad to see you not napping.
Fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life.
Ask Raphael, who I hope to add to the house. Oh, we got a 2F. It's off limits. Okay, well that was the library, everyone. We've got our cookbook anyway, so let's check in. One sec.
The Knights of Saros are also known as the Shining Knights. We are the sword and shield of the divine Saros. There are
Who
many
was
orders of knights in the
vengeful, if nothing
the
else.
only one that has the honor of bearing the name Saros. As a member of the church,
Pretty cool.
you should probably study up on the history of Saros and the Knights.
I don't actually disagree with that.
I was thinking.
Frigid,
Do you like
Almira,
music?
Dusker. Even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. We're
It's
the
pretty
best,
lit.
Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
Really? Dissidents intel? Have people said racist things to you to do? I remember he was like, don't hang out with a guy from Dusker.
You're a lifesaver.
Yay, and we got bear meat, which is apparently awful. We'll cook with the burn. Blessed jelly? I'm not eating that. We'll have some sauté though.
Sounds fun. Let me show you my cooking talent.
This is gonna go one of two extremes.
A little more secret spice and... Hey! No peeking!
She has a secret blend of herbs and spices. We're getting lots of tea. This is a good thing. It is easy to burn through. Hello, Lysithia.
There were way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed. Oh, hi, Professor. Were you just eavesdropping on me?
I mean,
Well,
I guess.
everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Yes?
You're gonna carb crash, though.
Right now.
Imagine Faith. Alright. Faith we might develop some talent in, but yeah, magic is... it could happen. I think we have a hidden talent for magic. We'll find out.
Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
I struggle with the heat.
But you are wearing many things, Professor. If you are not liking the heat, you should be wearing lighter clothes.
I have very Canadian temperature tolerances. If you get hot, there's not a ton you can do. Get cold, you can always layer up a little bit more. I also do not get cold very easily.
That reminds me.
Oh, there are dangerous forces at work. So if we had any activity points left, I could show you a tournament, but we will wait on that.
For years, the Boar Prince and I were inseparable. I know him better than almost anyone else. So let me
I
give you
assume
some
that's
advice.
Dimitri?
Beneath all that princely polish, he's an M, nothing more.
Dang.
Strong and skilled, sure. But don't place your trust in him as a human being. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out.
Well, it seemed you've moved on. Maybe, like, write a letter to him, but never send
Ready
it.
for some training sometime. I'm interested in your sword technique. I might like to become your student someday, but not today.
Speed and sword. We can do that. You need a lot of sword skill to impress him. To be honest, there is a lot of combative prowess in this square meter.
And now that you're all the way over here, Professor, care to join me in some training? After training, I love tending to the horses or burying myself in a good pile of books. There's truly nothing better.
I love you. I mean, yeah.
Professor, I've actually got plans, so let's talk some other time.
Dex and flying. Flying is very difficult to pick up
Hey
on.
there, Professor. You here
I'd pay to see this fight.
Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
It's for wiping up sweat.
The next assignment is to drive out bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something.
Time to hit the gym, bro.
When it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better, strength or skill?
I mean, I know what you want to hear, but I'm trying not to be a sociopath about this. I genuinely believe skill is more important if you're using a weapon. Fighting is actually one of the few things where, like, just practice can make you so much better. Like
You
sprinting,
might be right.
you're kind of stuck with the speed you were born
Something
with.
muscle comes out on top.
You can get
See
faster.
ya, Professor. I was just on my way to train, so I'm pretty bit.
Ugh. I want him in the house, though. Yeah, like if you train to try getting faster, you can get a little faster, but you'll never... Like if you're running a 12 on the 100 meter, you will never make the Olympics. Unless you're running a 12 when you're like, 7. But fighting, anyone can get good at that. Year of practice,
You have my thanks.
you can become serious beeswax. Alright, we got a leather shield. Actually... I hate the way they... There we go. I don't need 2 vulneraries. Yeah, I'll grab the leather shield. We can pass it around to students who need them. It's got some weight. Don't worry about weight. But more importantly... Oh yeah, where are the students who like to sing? Moving around this map is surprisingly difficult. Well, we'll go to the dormitory. Hey! If we can find anything that will help us level up, that'd go a long way as well. Jackpot.
Oh, I was just looking for my...
Oh!
It's like a pale blue cloth. Have you seen it?
What is it?
Oh, I was...
I mean... I have no idea where this is gonna go.
What is it? I'm not doing anything. Cake?
Oh.
That's just cruel.
Well, we nearly got her out of the room. Okay, let's do a quick travel, shall we?
The next assignment is
Hey there, oh, not really sure what it is.
I mean, now I gotta track down Manuela because it mentioned her.
You there.
Did you there me?
What? So...
Right, she's definitely in there somewhere. Okay.
What?
I have no idea where this is gonna go. I completely missed this quest. Truth be told, it took me a long time to figure out how to get in the training grounds.
A moment, please.
Is she over here? There we go.
You know, Professor, like the other night, do you know who...
Maybe if I go talk to Dorothea again? I want to get her cloth back. Slightly diminished in value.
I was just looking...
Yes! Casper has it! It's like the Shroud of Turin or something.
My savior, thank you.
Ooh. Can't say that in a church. Alright, we could participate in choir practice. If you want to go mage, go choir. In real life, too. Gotta have a good voice for incanting your spells. Alright, welcome to school, everyone. I'll be your professor, Get Daved.
Have you not been told what's expected from lectures here?
I'll take care of you. So, we can pick students to instruct. Generally speaking, just go for people who are high on motivation. Because of my current professor level, I have the ability to lecture 3 different students. Very quickly, you'll get to the point where it's hard to keep their motivation. It's hard for the motivation level to keep up with your ability to talk at them. So this is a neutral thing. We don't really know a ton about riding. She's not really good at it. She's not really bad at it. It's break even. So she gets 4 points. And if she gets 40, she'll level up to E+, and then D, D+, and so on. These 3 stars here mean she has a hidden talent for it, but it has not blossomed yet. We're not great at instructing it, but it would be good to have her focus on it. Generally speaking, I would say teach in your areas of strength and then have them study on their weaknesses. But, you know, 4 is not terrible. Let's see what else we got here. I'm actually going to check the goals first. So we can tell them what to study. So she's going to focus on axes and authority. It's pretty good for her. They will do this entirely on their own. Reason and faith, that's good. So offensive and defensive magic. Lines and axes, that's great. Sword and Reason is kind of interesting. I'd be tempted to double up on Reason for her. Yeah, she's got really good magic, but a lot of it does come down to whatever they end up with. So because I'm good at swords and she's good at swords, she'll learn this twice as fast from me, but I'm gonna pile into this area of weakness. If it says great, then you get 1.5 times. If it says terrific, alright, she's 1/3 of the way towards realizing her new potential. Okay, so he could be good with heavy armor. Let's grind it into him. So instead of getting 4, he got 6 there. There you go, double, and up to 1 time we can praise him to get a motivation back. So we were projected to teach him only 16 points in there, but we ended up getting a fair bit more than that. I think 24. Alright, we already know what he's good at. So this is an interesting one. Like, we're good at it, but he's bad at it, so they negate each other. A lot of the time, an area of weakness for them can become an area of strength. So she's all about the archery, but we're gonna push her on horseback riding.
Thanks. That's reassuring.
Hey! Gotta build her up a bit. As it turns out, she was the best student of the day, and that's 3 that we've instructed now. So let's set some custom goals. For Bernie, yeah, like, I want her to get really good at bow, but I don't care as much about that. We can have her be a samurai. Axes and fists is just fine for him. Edelgard, I'm going to assume the axes will take care of themselves. And I think it was Reason was the other one. Yeah, there we go. So that's a hidden talent of hers she's chipping away at. There's also an additional way to teach your students about one of riding or whatever. Oh yeah, this is an opportunity to do something good here.
I am appreciating your answer.
Alright, she liked it a bit. Ooh. That was a wise answer, apparently. Alright, what did they accomplish in their week of studies? This.
I won't forget all I've learned.
And as you level up, you get skills which I will continuously forget to equip. Hey, have some flowers. Alright, welcome back to free time. Oh, we have nothing to do but... Right, it's still the first month. They're peer pressuring us. Well, let's do an auxiliary battle then. Can't do our mission yet, but we can spend 1 battle point. We can get gold for it. Yay, 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 yay. The furthest you can jump is 2 of these.
In battle, it's necessary to deploy battalions
That was sudden.
so that students can experience taking command. I doubt I need to say this to a mercenary like you, but if you...
Alright.
After you battalion, be sure to...
I didn't actually want to click it. Okay, so I have Geralt's mercenaries. She's got some Cyros mercenaries. We will need to hire some. We only have the 3. So people who have good authority, I mean, you want battalions on everyone. It's a group of soldiers working with them to give access to some extra attacks. And the higher your authority is, the better the soldiers you can employ. Okay, a lot of students didn't get any action in the previous mission. There we go. So I'm going to try to get them involved this time around. We're going to be pushed from two sides. I'll do like one turn and then we'll call it a video. So let's get ready to face them. Which button am I looking for? There we go. You know what, actually, I'm going to let them pull all the way through. These little vortexes, so that's online data that's being shared. That's where lots of enemies, or lots of combat has happened. Lots of enemies have been killed there. Yeah, Edelgard, we're not going to give her a ton of action. Hubert's really good for backing up.
I will get the victory.
Okay, we'll get you in there, Petra.
Battle. Stay focused.
So normally I march out, because I've done this battle a couple times, and I've helped Mrs. Get Daved with it, because it was her first real battle, and so she's good at it now, but yeah, it was a little novice. I remember my first Fire Emblem game, which was Radiant Dawn, and I don't know, there was like a prison mission early on, and it took me quite a few tries to not lose a unit. Anyway, I normally push up to here and then have them come to me, but that's kind of inviting a fight on two fronts, and I don't want to do that. Alright, Casper's really good at fighting with his with gloves as well, but it appears he does not have any. It's too bad. They'd be perfect for this situation. Probably should have tried a little harder to get him the kill, but oh well.
Many skills, you know.
Oh yeah, these are higher level enemies, so we're gonna get decent experience points. Generally speaking, you want to open with a ranged attack, by the way. Soften them up when they can't counter-attack you, and then go finish them off. Okay, we have to be very careful here. I don't mind if this happens. Yeah, I can't get a hit in anyway. This is going to encourage them to come into the trees. I don't really want that, but here we are. Can see his battalion fighting with him.
Thanks for helping.
Nice work. MVP right there. Yeah, we just don't... Yeah, I don't know. I'll get the situation a little bit more under control. I didn't put any effort into deploying my soldiers a certain way. Probably should have. Alright, let's see what happens. This is actually a bad thing. Nice.
Strength will serve Lady Edelgard well.
Agreed. So he opened himself up to more attacks. Like, they could still run him down. I may have opened with a critical flop. Oh my goodness. I was trying to demonstrate the system. Well, every once in a while, I will attempt to fabricate. Like, we don't have Divine Pulse yet, and then... Okay, if he died, I would have had to save and load. And then, like, we would have only been one turn in. I try hard to create these teachable moments so that when we learn Divine Pulse, you can see how much better it is. But, he lived, so... Next time!